What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at y'all with another banger. And as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, y'all already know what y'all came for. The exact best Stephen Curry build, y'all. I am bringing that to y'all, as well as tomorrow I am dropping the face creation. So go ahead and drop a like right now if you want me to go ahead and drop that face creation tomorrow. You already know that I got y'all. But man, a couple things before we get into this build that I want to focus on. I want to be able to replicate most of his main stats as well as the badge count. So when it comes to these stats, the ones that I really want to focus on when it comes to making this Curry build are going to be the driving layup. Of course, when it comes to the shooting, we have to focus on the mid-range and three-pointer. Then we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the free throw. We already know this is going to be really high. When it comes to the ball handle and all of our passing accuracy, speed with ball, we are going to do our best to replicate what we can do. When it comes to the physicals, we're going to make them a little bit better than what they are showing here. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the badge setup. We have to replicate 7, 20, 16, and 2. So right here, as you can see, I do have two different versions of this Stephen Curry build that I'm going to be showing y'all. The first one is going to be based off of the 2K stats and what they show us what he is put at in the game. The second version that I'm going to show y'all is my own making, and I'm telling y'all it is going to be much better, so you are going to want to stick around for both of these player makes. So look, you can put this build under the shooting guard, but again, that is not what Steph Curry is under. We want to go with the point guard. Yes, you might be able to get more badges in other positions, but we want to be able to stick to the right position on this build. Now, when it comes to the height, Curry is going to be listed at 6'3". When it comes to the weight, we're going to go ahead and put him at 185, and his wingspan is going to be listed at 6'4". Now, when it comes to the body shape, in my opinion, I feel like compact is going to be the one that best represents him. But now let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of these stats, y'all. So first, we are going to go ahead and start with the physicals. What I'm going to go ahead and do is put our speed up to a 91, so that way when we do grind this build out, we will get a 99 speed. Acceleration is going to be at 90. We're going to skip the strength, although you can put a little bit up if you want to. When it comes to the vertical, I'm going to go with a 63, and when it comes to the stamina, I'm going with 60. We all know that as long as you maintain a 60 stamina with a ball handling build, you're going to be just fine. Now let's go ahead and get into the finishing. We're going to go ahead and max out our driving layup at a 95. We can go ahead and put our driving dunk up to an 86, and that's going to leave us with 4 finishing badges right there. Now when it comes to the shooting, of course we have to max out every single thing right here. The mid-range shot is going to be maxed out at 95. 3-point shot, same exact thing. Now you can max out your free throw if you want to, but again, I truly do not believe that you need to do that when it comes to this build. Having over an 80 to 90 free throw is just not necessary unless you want the extra badge points. That is completely fine. So my free throw is going to be a 70 for 23 badges on the shooting side. Now let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. Pass accuracy is going to go up to a 78. Our ball handle is going to be right around exactly at 80, and then when it comes to the speed with ball, of course we're going to max this out at 94, and that's going to give us 16 badges right there. So what you want to go ahead and do right here for the most possible defensive badges with the leftover stats that we have, go ahead and put your perimeter defense up to a 70. Steal is going to go up to a 76, and that is going to actually give us 2 defensive badges. Now what you can do from here, you can drop down your perimeter defense, and then you can also try to raise it up more just so you get those 3 badges on defense. But again, you're taking a huge hit to your perimeter defense. This is a Curry build, so this is only the first version that I am showing y'all. The second one is going to be much better on defense, but let's go ahead and finish this one through so we can get right into the second one. So as you can see, the takeovers, we get the sharp shooting, shot creating, playmaking, and we also get the slashing. So again, it's really going to come down to what you want to do when it comes to picking these takeovers. I'm going to go with limitless range and negative effect, and as y'all can see, we have made the scoring machine. But as you can see, we do not get any shades of Curry, so let me go ahead and take y'all back to the version that I would be making. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the best literal version of Stephen Curry. I'm going to go ahead and adjust just one single thing when it comes to the stats on the physical side. When it comes to my wingspan, I'm actually going to go ahead and put this to where I still maintain that 95 3 ball, but it just boosts my defense even more. So you can go ahead and put your wingspan to 6'9". When it comes to the weight, you can even higher this if you want to. You could go to 190s, or you can even drop it down to the lowest, y'all. It's really all based on what you like when it comes to these stats, but in my opinion, any of these weights that you go between the lowest and 199 are going to be just fine. In my opinion, I just want to go exactly what Steph is. I'm going to go with 185. Keep everything else the same except that wingspan. We want to go ahead and max it out to the most we can without affecting any of our major stats. So what we're going to go ahead and do right here, we're still going to go ahead and max out our driving layup. Driving dunk is actually going to go up to an 86, and that's going to give us 4 badges that we had before. Now let's go ahead and get into the shooting. Max out your mid-range shot as well as your three-pointer. Of course, we already know that we need these. When it comes to the free throw, this is really going to be optional. You can put it up to where you get at least 19 to 20 shooting badges. But again, if you want to raise this, you definitely can. I'm trying to spread the wealth here, so that's why I'm doing this as I am. Max out your ball handle, speed with ball, and then when it comes to your pass accuracy, go ahead and put this to a 75, and that's going to give us 20 playmaking badges. Now, when it comes to the defense, what you're going to go ahead and do here is put your perimeter defense up to a 70. When it comes to your steal, you're actually going to be able to max this out at 95, and that's going to give us 6 defensive badges. So much better than what we previously had, only 2. And honestly, these stats are super solid for a Curry build. I feel like these are going to be much better than what I just showed y'all. But again, this was just based off of my own, and the other one before this was going to be based off of what 2K gives us in the ratings. Now, y'all be the judge of which build you think is going to be better, but in my opinion, the stats, the badges, and everything speaks for itself. When it comes to these physicals, these are definitely adjustable, but again, just keep in mind, there are so many different ways that you can make this build. Adjust it to your own liking, and don't feel like you only can make it one way. Now, we still do maintain the same exact takeovers, y'all. So again, it's really going to come down to what you want to do. In my opinion, this is going to be a Stephen Curry build, so you already know what 2 takeovers we're going to pick. First, we definitely want to go ahead and pick one of the sharp shooting. With the second, it really comes down to how you want to go about making this build. You could go with the playmaking or even one of the shot creating. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to y'all, but as you can see, we have made the scoring machine, but we also do get the comparison of Stephen Curry, y'all. So I'm telling you, I already got this face creation dropping tomorrow, so go ahead and drop a like on this banger right now. You already know that I'm going to continue to bring y'all these kind of videos, switch it up every single day so it's never the same. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of our main stats when we hit 99 and grind this build out. Driving layup is going to be a 99. With our driving dunk, we're going to be in the 90s with this build, which is going to be really nice. We're going to get a 99 mid-range shot as well as our three-pointer. Free throw is going to be in the 70s if you're running with the right teammates that'll boost your stats. When it comes to the ball handle, this is going to be in the high 90s, pretty much a 99. Same thing with your speed with ball. And when it comes to your steal, you're going to have a 99 as well. And the physicals all get a +8, y'all. So this is really clutch. When it comes to this build, I'm going to be real with y'all. I would definitely go with posterizer if this was not a build that was 6'3". So I'm going to go with Silvery Finisher instead. I feel like that best represents Curry overall. Now, let's go ahead and get into the badge setup. We got 19 badges to work with. So the first 2 badges that you definitely want to go ahead and put on are going to be Hot Zone Hunter as well as Deep Threes. Now, from here, it really comes down to preference, but I'm going to go with Clutch Shooter on Bronze as well as Circus Threes. And then from here, I'm also going to throw on Hot Shot on Hall of Fame. You can definitely take it off if you want to. I feel like Rhythm Shooter is going to be another really good badge that we all can consider. Catch and Shoot as well, or even Blinders. It really just comes down to what you feel like is going to help you out the most. In my opinion, I truly believe that we're going to look best when we put on these couple of silver badges because it's going to spread the wealth like we want. Now, let's go ahead and get into the playmaking now. We got 20 badges to work with right here. So the first one that we're going to put on for this build is going to be Quick for Step as well as Handles for Days. Special Delivery is just one of those luxury badges, but definitely I would put on Space Creator. We all know Step is the king of breaking ankles, so go ahead and put that on. Stop and Go is going to be another really good badge that we want to put on as well as Downhill. But in my opinion, with this last Hall of Fame badge, you could spread the wealth, or you could just go ahead and put on any badge of your liking. In my opinion, Floor General as well as Dimer are not worth it for this build, but Special Delivery is something that I would highly consider. Now, let's go ahead and get into the last set of badges. We have 6 to work with, so honestly, this is a Stephen Curry build. You can put on Pickpocket on Hall of Fame as well as Pick Dodger. Or you could go ahead and put on Tireless Defender on silver or bronze. It really comes down to what you want to do. I feel like Interceptor and ankle braces are definitely going to help you out. There are a couple different ways that you can go about making this build. As long as y'all are comfortable with the setup that you got, you're definitely going to be fine. So do not think too much about it. Don't put too much worry into it, because this build is going to be carrying the offensive load. But that's the setup we're going with: 6, 20, 19, and 4. Thank y'all so much for watching this entire video through. Man, go ahead and drop a like right now if y'all want that base creation video tomorrow of Stephen Curry. Y'all already know that I got y'all coming. But man, I just want to say thank y'all so much for the support. I love y'all. I thank y'all. I'm so blessed to be here. But man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new to the Rich Gang family, as well as any new supporters. Be sure to run up those likes. Go ahead and share this banger with your family and friends. And last but not least, be sure to turn on post notice so y'all can see when I upload every single day. Man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.